So why are you in such a grump, Miss Martin? Is it because you're not allowed to go and play with the year fives and make their lanterns with them? Is it because you've got to just make this film instead and going to play? Yeah, that's it. Cheer up. Let's just get on with it and make some lanterns, shall we? Okay, come on. So, you need your design sheet with you. I did mine on blue. You've got yours on a white piece of paper. And then you need withies. Now you need dry withies, and if you're making bent shapes, you need withies that have been soaking. You also need this stuff. It's my favourite. It's Gaffer Tape. It's very, very strong tape, and you rip it. You don't use scissors on it at all, not at all. You rip it and you get lots of it ready, stuck along your desk before you even start building. You see, I've got about 20 bits there. That's about good to start with. It just really helps to have that ready. So I'm going to show you how to build a couple of different ones. I'm going to show you, first of all, something with straight edges. Okay, I'm going to show you two, but this is the first one. This is going to be a pyramid, a four-sided pyramid. We're going to use unsoaked withies because they don't need to be as bendy, and we're going to start trimming off the ends. The first thing we need to do, though, is notice that we're using secateurs. These are really dangerous. You can cut your fingers off, so please be careful. So we're going to cut off any bent bits at the end of the withies because we want straight edges, and withies are naturally formed twigs, aren't they? So they're going to have bent bits, but we just basically want as straight as possible so we can get our sides in, and we want 4 of these. So the first thing to do is decide how tall you want your pyramid, and you just do this by eye, and you chop your first one, being careful of your fingers. Now the end of it's a bit too fine, so you want to go and get another fresh withy to get your next shape cut, and you slice off the bent bit again at the end, and you use your first one that you cut to cut your second one, so they're both the same length. Be careful with these ends because they can poke your eyes out. Just be very careful, everybody. Now, we've got 2 sides of our pyramid there, and we need 4. So we do exactly the same, cut the bent end off, so we've got a nice straight as possible bit, and then cut to size. That's 3. 1 more, cut the bent bit off, cut to size, and there we go. We've got our 4 sides of our pyramid. There we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to make the base. This is the bottom of the pyramid, and we can use those finer bits for this bit because it's not so long. And again, you just sort of decide how big you want your base to be, and then you trim off 4 pieces the same size, using the first one as your guide. And it doesn't matter if it's a tiny bit different, but you don't want it completely different by centimetres and centimetres. There we go. We've got 4 bits for the base and 4 bits for the sides. And now we're beginning to join them. Now this is what me and Miss Lyons call a lollipop, where you stick a bit of tape on the end of one with a nice flappy bit left over, and then you use that flappy bit to stick on the next stick. Can we see that? We then wrap that around, and that makes a lovely nice join or hinge there. And this is the great bit of the gaffer tape because it's lovely and strong. And we do the same thing on the next one. Make a lollipop, join it on. It doesn't taste nice, so really don't eat it. Join it on, wrap it round, and we've got another hinge. So we've got add 2 pieces. Fantastic. We're going to join that because we need to make a square. Our base is square. If you were doing a 3-sided pyramid, your base would be a triangle. And now we just need to join this one together. Same idea, lollipop the end, add the next stick to the flappy bit, and wrap it round. And there we have our base, our nice square base. And we're ready now to put on our sides. So we're going to do the lollipop again to join 2 together. 1 and 2, wrap round. And this lollipop comes in for everything. And there we go. We've got our first piece in. And do our second triangle. Lollipop it. Stick it on. Wrap it round. Make sure that hinge is working. Excellent. So now all we need to do is stick this onto our base. Now you could go diagonally, like this, or you can just go from one corner to the next, doesn't matter really. And we do exactly the same thing. Lollipop the end of the stick, and this time you're wrapping it around this corner to join it on. There you go, our first one joined to the base. We're getting the idea of this. Next one's going on. Lollipop and wrap. That's what you've got to remember for all of the builds. Whatever shape is these lollipop and wrapping round. That's the strongest way to build up your skeleton of your lantern. There we go, first side on. And then we're going to put our other side on. Lollipop, wrappy round. Now, if you need to add more tape, you can add more tape. If you haven't quite got it wrapped round properly, just put another piece of tape on. But try and keep it neat. Pinch all those corners and pinch all the tape so that it's nice and secure. There we go, our last one there. And now all we need to do is join them together at the top. And to do this, I'm going to split my tape because it's a bit fat to get round there. So I'm going to split it in half, just rip it like that. It rips really nicely, just be firm with it. And then I'm going to wrap it round. This is what me and Miss Lyons called bandaging, where you really wrap it round and round and make it secure. And there we have it, my friends, our first shape. So if you're building a pyramid, that's exactly how you do it. But there's other things you could do to this. If you wanted to build a cube underneath, because maybe you were making a house, or in this case, maybe a rocket ship you wanted to do, it's very simple. You just cut some more withies, the same length, just like you did with making the sides of the triangle. We need 4 of those. And then you cut those to size for 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then you make another base. And you use the top base to help you decide how big the bottom base is. So you cut it to size, you cut it to size, you cut it to size, you just make yourself another base at the bottom, and then you join the sticks up to it using the lollipop method. Easy peasy.